Greetings from my currently, let's see here, what's it say? 66 degrees Fahrenheit apartment. It's chilly. It's cold. I don't like it. Apparently the heat's been on for a while. It's just the heat hasn't been pushing up to my unit, apparently. So we need to get that looked at because Massachusetts state law dictates that landlords must keep the units at least 68 degrees Fahrenheit through the months of September through May. And it is not 68 degrees Fahrenheit. So I would like more heat, please, or less payment on my rent. We'll see. We'll see. Your room is like 60? What? What? That's like you have to wear a medium jacket in your own living space to stay warm. Why did people open up windows? If it's the public hallways, can't you just go close those? Can't you go out and close those yourself? Or are they like different hallways or what? And they open it. You got some Yetis living next to you, I guess. I don't know. But if that's the case, I'm pretty sure you can complain to your landlord about that. I'm pretty sure you can complain to your landlord about that, because like I said, I looked this up myself. Like, there's gotta be a minimum temperature that must be maintained in apartments with central heating. And then I checked, and sure enough, if your building has central heating, the units must be kept at a minimum of 68 degrees Fahrenheit between the hours of 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. and a minimum of 64 degrees Fahrenheit outside those hours, so when you're sleeping, basically. So that's definitely something you can complain to your landlord about. And if the tenants complain that it's too warm after that, then tough titty, and your landlord is legally obligated to keep the units that temperature. Who the fuck keeps it at 60 degrees though? Like, I know someone who's already crazy enough for wanting to keep their place at 65 degrees, which no thank you. But 60? 60? You might as well just be outside at that point. No, it's much colder outside, but still, that's insane. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know what to say about... Like, they have their own windows. Why don't they open up their own windows? Yeah, go close them. They have their own windows they can open up. You're telling me they got their own windows, like, wide open in their own unit. And they're like, it's still too warm. Nah, brah. Nah, brah, that ain't it. You gotta look me straight in the eye and tell me if you open up your windows wide open, it's still not cold enough for you in your own unit. You're crazy. Why you gotta affect everyone else? Yeah, the windows in my hallway, I'm pretty sure they don't open. Here's the crazy thing though. It's warmer out in my public hallways than it is in my own unit because my radiators aren't getting the heat that they should. So I have the reverse problem. If anything, the warmth in my room that I have right now is due to the fact that the places around me are warm, despite the fact my actual unit not getting heat. So I have the reverse issue of you, Ninja, sort of. Having to turn on your stove for heat, damn. I have my space heater. I got a space heater for my bedroom last year because of a similar problem that I have running in my bedroom right now. So at least my bedroom will be warm by the time I go to bed. But for now, sitting in this 66 degree living room, and just like, why? I would like to not. I got this. This shirt is made out of thermal material, at least. I don't know exactly, but it's meant for trapping in heat. So despite it being a t-shirt, it's actually pretty warm. Got my sweats on and everything, got my house slippies on. But yeah, I shouldn't need to struggle to stay warm in my own living abode. Have the hallway windows, that's right. That is the correct decision there. Criminal. You think I can't hear you? She thinks I'm completely oblivious to whatever she does when I'm streaming, but she's wrong. Don't blink at me. Builds character. Something a dad would say, like in southern Alabama during the winter. Does Alabama get cold? I think Alabama gets cold. I don't know, that was just the first southern country I could think of that gets cold winters, I think. Oh yeah, you were getting a draft? Yeah, that's awful. No. That ain't good. No. I I think if depending on if you have a decent relationship with your landlord, even if you don't, like if you as long as you don't have a hostile relationship with your landlord, if that keeps happening, then I think you can complain to them about that. And even if your landlord doesn't own like all the units on your floor or whatnot, they're probably part of an association of landlords, and they can like send out an email to all the tenants, be like, hey, don't open up the public hallway windows. It's condo, as in. Oh, you're not renting? I thought you were renting for some reason. I don't know why. I gotta hang out. Okay, I don't. Yeah, what do them being condos matter then? Right. Yeah, that's what I mean though. Even if they're owned by a different person, the landlords are all part of the same association. And so your landlord would probably be able to bring that up as an issue because, again, your landlord is legally obligated to keep your living space a minimum of 68 degrees Fahrenheit. And so if someone else is fucking that up, they're going to look into that. Because if that keeps going on, you're legally obligated to cut rent or something like that. Because that was the case in minimum of 50. That was the case in my previous place I lived. Like, despite them, all the units being owned by different people, they were all part of the same, like, association. And so, like, whenever I, like, would bring something up to my landlord, like landlord would be like, okay, I'll, like, talk to the association about it. They have, like, their own meetings and whatnot. My point is, I don't think you learn anything, I don't think you lose anything, at least, by alerting your landlord about it. Yeah, you have everything gained, nothing to lose, I think. In my humble opinion. Much like Elise here, she has everything gained, nothing to lose, right? It's not like she's got an eyeball poked out a little bit, or her hair pulled out a little bit, her flesh cooked a little bit. Nah, nothing horrible like that has happened to her. Look how pretty and happy this game is. Anyways, we're back with more Little Bit Goody Two Shoes, obviously. We even got heat. I mean, she's got a furnace in her home. I think she's got some heat. It looks pretty warm outside. Look at these rolling green hills. Not the fall colors or anything. What happened last stream again? We went and found Alpha in the Shadow Realm. We brought him back and we cooked the tender flesh. Is what happened last stream. And so we finished the Crows challenge and now we're on to the Snake challenge. We're about to go into the village to see if at some point, we're going to walk into this village on a new day, and they're going to have the pitchforks and torches at the ready for Elise. Like, it's going to happen at some point. I'm waiting for it. I'm just like, okay, is it going to be this day? Nope, it's going to be this day. Nope, it's going to be this day. I also finally looked up, because I was getting worried about, like, where to use this fish key. Because I'm like, I truly don't know where I would use it. And apparently, yes, you do use it on the well, and today is the first day you can use it. There's no indication for you to wait or that you can or can't use it there. It's just a little bit poor game design. So we're going to go use that also. But I was getting worried. Like, I just really don't want to miss that because it seems really important to the plot. So yeah, now that's Thursday. We can go and use that at the well, supposedly. Okay, let's go on to it. Did you have a good weekend, Ninja? Anyone else in the chat? Probably not yet. It doesn't look like Misa's here yet. I had a little Friendsgiving on Saturday, which was nice. Everyone brought different foods, potlucks. We played a board game, a okonomiyaki. Oh, hell yeah. It was an okonomiyaki party. Did you go to a restaurant? We played this board game there as well called Neanderthals, which was really fun. Or Neanderthal Poetry, I think. Okonomiyaki party. That sounds like a lot of fun. And yeah, Neanderthals Poetry. It's kind of like charades, but it's kind of like charades and what's that other, I can't remember. But instead of like acting out your word, you're describing words or things that you pull out a card with single syllable words. So like if you get umbrella, you could say long stick, no wet, sky wet, no wet, long stick, you couldn't say cover because cover is 2 words. And so you have to do that a bunch of times. And you have team members trying to guess what you're trying to describe. And then meanwhile, you have someone next to you with a literal bonk stick, a literal inflatable bonk stick. And the enemy team is watching out for if you say a 2-syllable word. And if you say a 2-syllable word, you literally get bonked by the stick, and then you lose a point. It was a lot of fun. I liked it a lot. One of my friends did not hold back for the bonk stick. What's up, Granny? Oh, but I was so mad. I got the word jeans at one point, and I'm like, blue pants, wear, long, and my team was not getting them. I'm like, guys, please, this should not be that hard. Come on, blue pants, leg, wear. All by your lonesome today, Elise. My cousin's taking a little longer to get ready today is all. Oh, I'm so glad you're getting along, dearie. You could use the company. Why doesn't she stay here in Kieferberg? I'm not too certain about that, Granny Gretel. Say, Elise, there's a favor I'd like to ask you. Won't you keep an eye on Lavukin for me today? Is she sick or... She wasn't feeling her best this morning, yet insisted on going to church. That Lavukin. You go give her a proper earful for me, will you? Yeah, I actually kind of wanted that inflatable bonk stick. Like, I think I might actually look into getting one of... actually, it doesn't matter. I was gonna say I might look into getting one of those for my VTuber model, but I won't be able to use it as a VTuber. I'd only be able to use it now. Alright, we're doing okay on money. Let's get a Lavukin. What did Muffy... What food did Muffy demand for today? Do you remember, Ninja? Because I remember I was just so surprised that I didn't give her the right thing last time. I don't remember what food she demanded. We threw Muffy out. We sure did. But I don't want to throw Muffy out again because our suspicion meter is getting... Oh, it's only at 1 actually, but it's getting harder and harder to keep it down. Oh, I have my VOD. I can check my VOD. Which I finally started uploading these VODs to YouTube recently. Because I haven't been uploading VODs to YouTube because it didn't feel like it was right to do it for things that I don't do a full playthrough of, because I don't do full playthroughs on this channel that often. But I'm doing a full playthrough this time. So why not? It's easy enough. Muffy, where are you? Unfortunately, Windows Media Player does not show like previews on the progress bar or anything. Oh, there she is. Okay. Well, I just happened to like click to exactly where she is. Okay, so I'm gonna check the tape right now. What did I try to give her? Let's see here. So I tried to give her... Apparently... Oh, apparently I tried to give her the Verst, is what I tried to give her. Even though nothing... So here's the thing. Nothing was selected. Like, nothing was underlined on the menu. But apparently, the Verst was selected. Soup? Soup? What? Where the heck do I get soup from? Do I have soup? I do not have soup, so either I find soup from either the stores have a new item or Muffy's gonna go hungry again today. Yeah, that's the Sweetest Nectar right there. But then we won't have the Sweetest Nectar for ourselves. I wouldn't want to be a burden, Freya. Not at all, Mrs. Lisbeth. It would be my pleasure. Good morning, Elise. Is everything all right? Oh, I was inviting Mrs. Lisbeth and the children for dinner. I don't think we're ready for that yet, my dear. Well, the invitation stands, Mrs. Lisbeth. You're welcome anytime you'd like. How's Apple, Mrs. Lisbeth? Oh, Elise, I have so many questions. Welcome, welcome, Isa. How's your weekend? He hasn't slept. He keeps mentioning the witch. The witch? What happened in the woods, Elise? I didn't see anything resembling a witch, that's for certain. Ethel's still frightened, Mrs. Lisbeth. My apologies, Elise. It wasn't my intention to insinuate. That's all right, Mrs. Lisbeth. I know you meant no harm. Oh, I hope nothing else happens today. You jinxed it. Freya jinxed it. Yeah, I was just telling Ninja that I had a nice Friendsgiving with people over the weekend. Oh, I feel like I'm losing my mind, lad. We ought to stay strong, Mrs. Mariel. What happened? Haven't you heard, Elise? The windmill was ransacked, even though the door was locked shut all night. Huh? Oh no. Oh no, we're about to get framed. And Eugen's already left town, so he can't. I bet he's already left town, so he's not going to be around to back up the story that he gave us the key to go inside. People are going to find out that, oh no, I don't like the look. I don't like where this is going. Could have been one of us folks too, or even the witch. Oh, don't say that, Guido. These folks are losing their minds. I can only hope they don't turn on me. Oh, they sure will. Elise, dear, are you listening? What? Still tired from yesterday? It's best we don't chew it over too much, I'd say. Keeping our mouths shut won't make it go away, Brunhild. Okay, yeah, let's just talk to this group here before we create any more suspicion unto ourselves. I also started playing the new Spider-Man game yesterday, and it's really good game. Oh, I'm glad I had a word with Levukin this morning. You folks are completely losing your minds. That's what Elise is saying. They certainly are, Mrs. Matilda. Elise, this is to be taken seriously. I wouldn't want to blame poor Eugen, but you'd best not say it, Matilda. This is a matter to be handled by Father Hans. I can't keep a consistent voice for any of these characters, I feel like. Whatever it is, I don't think it's anything to fret about. How can you say such a thing, lass? Let's try to keep our composure, ladies. Mrs. O'Dial is right. We'd best wait for Father Hans's judgment. Alright, let's time. Ready? Everyone ready to be accused of a thief? A hooligan? A misdemeanor? Yeah, frame someone else first. It was Eugen. He had the key. We gotta clear out the blockage, folks. It's the only way. If you say so, lad.
You know,
What's wrong with the fountain? It's one thing after another, isn't it, Elise? We think the fountain's obstructed it all. This is all her doing! The witch! Why do you guys even keep this hood around anymore? Like, he's good for nothing but blister patrol, come on. He's provided not a singular thing, productive piece of words or advice this entire game. She's taking our grain, our children, and now she's after our water! We've discussed this, old lad. Finn and I can give it a look, can't we, Finn? To the best of our ability, but old Wilhelm ought to know what's wrong with it. We're to gather here at noon, folks. I want to have a word with all of Kieferberg. You'll need me to lend a hand, Father? Naturally, Gustav. What are we to do about the grain, folks? The grain? At least you know about the grain, you were just told about it. You haven't heard, lass? No, I'm yet to fully understand what's going on. Someone was in the windmill last night, Elise. Could have been the wind, or the crows still. The door was still locked this morning, lad. It was Eugen's responsibility, but... It was the witch, I tell you! Give it a rest, old Eugen. I was told you left home early last night, Elise. She was certainly tired, old Eugen. Don't be unreasonable. It couldn't have been one of us, folks. What about the weevils? The hell is a weevil? Weavile? That's a Pokemon. Flour and grain we had stored away are riddled with beetles. Ugh. We got, that's the pestilence, right? Plague and pestilence? No, the plague is sickness, but what's the locust? Or is pestilence something else? Like the four horsemen of the apocalypse. Plague, famine, which is usually associated with locusts. I guess pestilence is something else. Is that plague? I guess that's a different one with the plague. All we can do, all we can to avoid throwing it out, Ludwig. We'll become completely reliant on Pribbledorf at this rate. Bible stuff. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Beetles, man. You gotta look out for those borer beetles when you're sorting out the coffee beans. I'll explain that a bit. But, yeah, when you're sorting beans, you have to keep an eye out for the beans that are compromised by the borer beetles. Which has her at her mercy. She has all of Kieferberg in the palm of her hand and... That's enough, folks! I've had enough! I don't know why I said that way. Finn and Heinrich will take a look at the fountain later. As for the rest of us, we ought to air out that grain and do away with those beetles, starting right now. This is only riling up folks even more. I'd best go see if Levukin's alright. Folks must be swarming her. Levukin's apparently sick right now, too. Why? Why'd we get that little tune just now? In church. How's my sanity doing anyway? It's okay. How's my hunger? 2. I guess I can eat some bread right now. Oh wow, everyone's here. Please try to keep calm, Mrs. Linda. Oh, I know. Won't you have a look at my rosary, Levukin? I seem to have pulled on it a little too tightly this morning. That's no good, Ariane. No good at all. I'll tighten it for you, Mrs. Ariane, but first I ought to... I can help.
Elise.
What are you saying, lassie? A maid of all work can't possibly pray our blessings. We need Levukin. Oh, where is Father Hans when we need him most? He was right outside. Father Hans has his own matters to attend to. I can't. It's best you visit each and every one of our homes, Levukin. That's... My end too. I'll need a prayer in each and every room before sunset. But before then, Levukin, could you...
Out with it!
Will you folks back off a little? My Elise, can't you see where... Is she about to blow her lid? Oh, no. She blew a lid in her brain. Levukin! What's going on? Who's going to... Bitch! That's the first thing you say? I'll pray a blessing that you go to hell right this very moment. Damn, woman! You must fetch out Father Hans. Someone get her some water.
I'm good!
Oh, there goes morning. That was fast. Not my gay lover. Again, I have to wonder if that's because I progressed her or not. We'll be taking her home, Elise. She'll be fine. All right, Mrs. Dorothea. Why don't you pay her a visit in a little while? She's a salary man. All these unreasonable requests for no reward. Too much overtime, too little pay. I had to go see her. She didn't deserve any of this. Romantic date available. Who? At a time like this? Oh, okay, yeah. That's the only one that's acceptable in this case. I won't stand for it, old lads, nor will anyone else in Kieferberg. Why, we ought to start with her, that's what. You're not touching any of our folks either, I'll have you know. What's going on here? I'm not certain this is the best time, lass. Old Yokin's insisting we search folks for the witch's hexes, Elise. You fool! You're giving her time to conceal them. Please, keep calm, old Yokin. What Kieferberg needs isn't calm, Hans, it's leadership. We ought to take matters in our own hands and search everyone. Portray him as a pervert or portray him as just a chip on his shoulder for me, myself? Yeah, you're a pervert. I don't think Mr. Gustav would allow Freya to be searched for such things either. I won't allow anyone in this town to be searched, lass. Not even you, old Yokin. Keep that in mind. Search me all you want. It's a matter of respect, old Yokin. I would have thought you'd understand. Why would you think this man knows respect at all? This isn't the time for respect, Hans. I won't allow it. That's all I have to say on the matter. Nice. You fools! You'll regret this. Nice call, Ninja. I was edging on that one too, anyway. Perverted old man just wants to get a little frisky with the woman of town. Nah, my watch. Oh, you can still hear. Okay, so you can vouch for me then. Anyone got soup for the poor? I just wanna... Not really important. I'm kind of gonna be going through these texts a little bit faster now, because I would like to be done with this game on Wednesday, if possible, because Friday is when Super Mario RPG comes out. And I don't know how much, oh, this is Levukin's house? I never realized, so that's why she's always here every night, okay. And I would like to start that on Friday when it comes out. There you are, Elise. How is she, Mrs. Dorothea? She's tired is all. Mrs. Gretel and I tucked her into bed just now. I suppose it's best I let her rest, but... I'd say so too, Elise. At least we know what caused Levukin's fate. We do? What do you mean? Well, we don't know what caused Apfel's fever. Or why those crows were about town yesterday, or what truly happened in the windmill, or why the fountain's not working. I suppose... Wait, what? But how's that... What? At least we know what caused Levukin's fainting. Okay, how's that got anything to do with her fainting? Oh, Elise, it's too much! You're not gonna... okay. Where's my soup? Oh, to think I've been relying on her so heavily these days. On your way to pay Levukin a visit, Elise. I have to, Mrs. Muriel. The poor lass must be so overwhelmed. All of Kieferberg owes to her for reassurance, after all. Elise, Lisbeth here was meaning to ask you. Oh, Mrs. Muriel, I wouldn't want to. Ask me what, Mrs. Lisbeth? You see, Apfel's been telling me about what he saw in the woods. Muffy mud? I'll give her a mud cake. I can give her some mud soup. Splash the ground with some water, scoop it up in a clay bowl, let it sit for a while. There you go, there's her soup, Muffy. I don't know, I feel like saying someone's lying is just very unnecessarily defensive in this case. I think it's better to just say it's natural that he'd be spooked, that he didn't know what he saw, things like that, yeah. Apple was rather frightened when I found him, so I suppose... Oh, at least I truly wouldn't want to imply, but... No, I understand, Mrs. Lisbeth. I told you, Lisbeth. He's been hearing old Yokin spreading this nonsense about town all week. It's only natural he would be frightened of the witch. Even I was frightened in the woods, to be honest. There we go. Oh, Elise, I can't thank you enough. Yeah, there we go. Eugen, I thought you skipped town by now. I'm at a complete loss! Still can't make sense of the fountain, Mrs. Heinrich? Can't make sense of anything these days, that's what. Folks are convinced I had something to do with the windmill. Nonsense, lad! You'd never do such a thing out of spite. We all know it! Could have happened to any of us. You ought to stand your ground, Eugen. You're too kind, Heinrich. Folks are rather restless, that's for certain. With all these goings on, Elise. That's it? Okay. Save again really quickly because we're gonna go towards the well and go into the sanity tanker. Soup for the poor. Rosemarine, when'd you get here? Took you long enough, Rosemarine. Elise, I finally got Flock to settle down in the granary. More importantly, Rosemarine, we ought to be rather careful about town today. Folks are losing their minds. Pet chickens are tight, actually. One of my biology professors back in college had 4 pet chickens, and he brought them in like 2 days for 2 classes one time just so we could see them. They were really, really cute. I heard something's happened to the fountain, but... Stay close to me, you hear? All right, Elise. Folks are more than willing to believe there's a witch now, Rosemarine. If we're not careful, they'll turn against us. I see. I'll call for you if I need help, all right? I'll be here, Elise. Give me soup. Give me soup. Give me soup. Maybe Velma has soup now. Did I get any sellable items in the last dungeon? I don't remember. Why don't we ever see Velma out and about in town? Why is it always your, like, evil stepsister? I can sell a bunch of mushrooms if need be. Oh, that's right, I do have this. Fetches a moderate price. Nice. That funded the Lavucan I bought earlier. Soup. Oh, here's soup. Hearty soup. 2 hunger and 2 hearts. Hello, cat. Are you about to show yourself? No, move over there. Move over there. Go to the left. Don't curl up there. No. No, fine. Don't show yourself. Be that way. Soup. And that funded my soup now. What's my hearts at again? My hearts are... Oh, so I could actually use like a pretzel. I'll probably go buy a pretzel later. Boo. There's people here for once. Kieferberg's in shambles, that's what. Our grain is ruined, our fountain's dry, there's a witch out and about. You're making too much of it, Mrs. Vilma. Is she, Elise? Isn't she, Bernard? I understand we're dealing with something we don't truly. An absolute nightmare, that's what this is! The way I see it, it's not the witch we ought to be worried about. My how daring? What does that even mean? What does that even mean in this context? We're gonna go keep her. I understand what you're trying to say, Mr. Luvid. Well, I don't. We're clearly dealing with a witch. Whoever it is, they're trying to ruin us, that's what. Stealing Eugen's horses, taking Aphel into the woods. This person is a proper menace. We must stay alert. Yeah, sounds like a you problem, Vilma. Should go get some medication for that. You didn't believe in any of this yesterday, Mrs. Vilma. Aphel claims he's seen it, Elise. Maybe he just wants attention, Vilma. Either way, folks, we ought to find out what's going on, and fast. Actually, see, now there's a question mark here. I don't know why it's like... Yeah, why can suddenly I can look into it now and I couldn't earlier? That's just kind of bad game design there. Okay, so I'll have to come back to that later. Maybe next time unit. Fountain dried up? Maybe! If that fountain affected this well way back here, potentially. I suppose so. But either way, I still feel like they could have at least given some indication to the player that yes, you're in the right place. You just come back later. Like again, for the second windmill one, when it's like, oh yes, there's the entrance right here, but I can't get into it. I guess I'll come back later. It's like, okay, cool. I know that I'm supposed to come back here later. Whereas for this one, like you guys saw, like I kept looking around, but no question mark or anything appeared. I'm like, is this not the right place? And so it made me worry. There's like, maybe I'm missing where I'm supposed to actually go. Let's go check out the windmill. No one's guarding it here? Really? You would think that after it got ransacked, apparently they would have, or maybe everything's already gone that they cared about. Alright, let's go check out the back alleys, and if no one's there, then we'll go talk to Leb. Yeah, I suppose so. Maybe haven't you heard the culprit always returns to the scene of the crime though? They could catch the culprit. Not you too, Freya. Oh, Elise, I don't think I can bring myself to smile today. You returned. Yeah, touche. Touche. Then don't, Freya. Folks are already upset enough as is, Elise. They don't need me moping about town, too. You'll never learn, will you? Mrs. Lisbeth, I can't help but worry for her. Mr. Eugen's leaving, and now Lavukin, too. Things are looking grim, I suppose. I must admit I've been busier than usual, but it's Mrs. Velma who's been trying my patience the most, if I'm honest. I mean, she tries everyone's patience. Yours and mine. I'll go visit Lavukin later today. There's a veil of hers I've been mending, too. She'll be happy to see you, Freya. Everyone's losing their minds today. You'd agree, I'm certain. Who, me? You've seen how moody everybody's been all week, lass. Folks don't know what to believe anymore. Nobody's in their right mind. Niall's turning to prayer. Bertha's scared witless. Mrs. Bertha? I'd say what happened to Apple has frightened her, you see. You didn't see anything in those woods yesterday, did you, Elise? No, Mrs. Lorelei, I didn't. What use is there in tormenting the poor lass, Lorelei? That she would have told all of Kieferberg had she seen anything. I suppose, but Mrs. Matilda's right, Mrs. Lorelei. The lad is safe and sound, thanks to Elise. We mustn't forget that. You're right, but Mrs. Matilda, you're right. Maybe I'm starting to lose my mind. Everyone loves that phrase. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my goddamn mind. No side quests. All right, let's go pay Leb a visit then. Or what happens if I examine the well right now? Forever more no, stay in one, okay. I've always wondered what it'd be like to, I guess I shouldn't wonder that much because my college had stray cats, but more like a town or a city that had stray cats all over the place. What'd that be like? There she is. No, she isn't there. Why are you smiling? There's no reason to smile right now. Your friend is sick. Don't you start, Elise. She has her veil on, but she doesn't have her veil.
For goodness sake.
What were you thinking? You couldn't... It doesn't matter, Elise. I'll be out and about after lunch anyhow. Granny Gretel's preparing it for me, so what you can...
For goodness
I'm not
sake.
going anywhere, Livguden. And neither are you. Not until I've given you a proper earful.
I see.
My, I'm jumping for joy. Her room cozy. Little bed tucked into the corner by the windows. Yeah, there was a what was that show? Oh man, there was this one PA Works show. I forget the name of it, but the premise was that it was kind of like modern magic a little bit, like light fantasy modernish. Like it took place in our world. Basically, the premise was that in the future, there was a witch. Like witches are well known in this timeline, and there was this witch in training, and to complete her training, she gets sent back in time by her grandma to the time when her grandma was a high schooler, and she has to like complete things while in the past there, and so she lives with her grandma in high school form. But that's not the point. Like what I'm getting is the room that they lived in. The room that they stayed in their house was so cozy. it was an attic room with like a slanted roof. There's something about like a slanted roof on a room that just makes it feel a lot cozier. Yeah, with the skylight. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, Ninja. It's probably the coziest bedroom I've ever seen in an anime before, and I just always think of it. Like, I hardly remember anything else about that show, but I remember that room. It's such a cozy room. I would love to like just stay there for a while. I guess I can't say it was fantastic since I don't remember anything about it other than that, but I remember enjoying it at least. It had really good animation because PA works, of course.
Oh, Elise.
Yeah, definitely. Because PA Works doesn't miss when it comes to their art. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Misa. I don't remember what it was called. I guess I could look that up really quickly. Let's see here. PA Works discography. I'll just look at what they've done before. PA Works did your boy Kong Ming? I didn't realize that. Ah, that's it. Irizuku, the world in colors. That was what it was called. Can I type? I guess I can't. Nope, I have to log in. I'm gonna try to log. 1 second. I should have done this. Oh, I should have done this a long time ago. I don't know what's going on with my Streamlabs. That I'm somehow logged out of my Twitch yet streaming to my Twitch at the same time. I'm going to resolve this right now. Apologies for the interruption. Two-factor authentication. Authenticator, come to me. This number. Alright, there. Now I can type again. There we go. That's the name. Wasn't there a whole thing on she couldn't see? Yeah. Like she was just really sad and depressed, and so she couldn't see colors. Was the thing, yeah. And so she met her granny, her high school granny, and had friends. And she's like, oh yeah, life can be fun. That's right. Like the monochrome was just a metaphor for her just being really depressed as fuck, basically. I saw something phone. Let's take note of that. Okay. How would you like me to be feeling? You're trying my angry, of course. I want you to be angry.
This is ridiculous.
You're being taken for granted, like you always are. Tell me something I don't know. That includes you, Levukin. I'm sorry, Leb. I didn't come here to yell at you, but I still don't understand. Why do you break your back for these folks? It's my duty, Elise.
For goodness sake.
Oh, you've been brainwashed. You've been brainwashed and thinking it's your duty to fall on the stake for your company. Your company doesn't care about you. Leave the company. They don't deserve you. You're well aware I don't appreciate being lied to, Levukin.
I see.
Neither do I, yet that's what you've been doing all week. Oh, shots fired. I don't know how to let go, Elise, that's all. Let go of what? Of who I am here in Keeperburg, of this duty and purpose. I'm well aware I'm being taken for granted. And I take myself for granted too, trying my own patience.
Good.
What do you mean, trying your own patience? I'm not certain I have any faith left in me, Elise.
You know,
I'm a hypocrite, Elise. Praying for folks when I no longer... You're far from a hypocrite, Levukin. You're kind, you're dedicated, you're a rock for these folks.
Elise.
Whether that's true or not, Elise, I feel trapped. The same way you do, only with other obligations
I see.
and in other ways as well. I'm torn between my duty and my feelings.
Lebkuchen.
What do you mean? What kind of feelings? Doesn't matter, Elise. It's not as though you...
Oh, shush it.
Oh, to hell with you! What? That was a... That was aggressive. Why'd we go there? Why'd you have to say that, Elise? I've had it with... What? Be it your feelings or your lack of faith or what have you. You're done working yourself into the ground, and that's
I
final!
wonder.
You know it's not that easy, Elise. I also know overcompensating won't fix it, Levukin.
For goodness
You
sake.
frightened me, for goodness sake. I'm sorry. No more of that now. You need to get some rest. Alright.
You know,
Also honestly though, because one of my friends did pass out during my trip to Japan. I won't go into any more details than that, but it was extremely scary for me and my other friend that was there at the time. Fortunately, it was short. My friend came to pretty quickly, but we were terrified. We were very scared, and we forced that friend to only rest for the entire rest of the next day as well. So I get Elise's feelings of just kind of like being terrified when someone just passes out of nowhere like that for no reason. You pass out all the time and it's fast. I'm not sure that's something to be proud of, Ninja. Anemic. I see. In this friend's case, though, it's definitely it wasn't normal for him. Like, he's never done something like that before, and we know that's not something that he's ever had before. So that's what made it especially alarming in his case. There's nothing to fear, Leb. Not when it comes to me, all right?
Elise.
I'll come about tomorrow morning to spend time with you, all right? All right. I'll be waiting. Yeah, there could be tons of causes for it, for sure. Like, what really scared us about it, though, was, like, he kind of twitched and spasmed a little bit, like a little minor seizure. So that was the part that scared us the most about it. It wasn't just, like, passed out and then was like, still. It was just, like, potentially leading into something else. Find out what happened. Help Linda chop some wood. Play Kiss the Rat. I would like to not play Kiss the Rat, actually. That's not normal passing out. The fact that there's a normal passing out is funny, amusing to me. Okay, so we only have like 2 more heart pieces to go for Levukin now, right? Yeah, just 2 more. I still, knock on wood, I suppose. Oh, I've never actually really passed out before in my life or anything. I've like, the closest thing I can say to that is that I briefly, like for a singular second, I blacked out before. It was when I was playing Ultimate Frisbee way back when, and I was diving for a disc, and for the way I just hit the ground, I just hit it really wrong, and I just impacted it really hard. And for a split second, my vision just like cut out, and it was just all black, and then it came back after a bit. That's the closest thing I can say to it. Then blacked out. Oh, whoa. Yeah, that would be alarming. And the way my friend described it is that he didn't even notice that he basically, like, because we were at dinner, the waiter was explaining to him, like, one moment the waiter was explaining him to the drinks that were brought out, and then the next moment everyone was surrounding him. Like, there was no, he didn't feel anything on his part. Best I don't wander around too much. On the ground is a mood. It's best I don't wander around too much. I'm gonna wander right past these people. Go straight to the well, because it looks like everyone's gathered here right now and not in front of the well. Let's see, I'm gonna eat my Lebkuchen now. Apple strudel. Oh wait, I can just save this actually. Boo, boo, boo. Well, then again, I might have to go to work with Rosemarine. Oh, never mind. Okay. Nope. Elise is like, no, I probably shouldn't go. I shouldn't be off on my own when something suspicious is being discussed. I would like to be able to defend myself, and I think she's right. Now that we've all gathered here, folks. Oh, we're losing our minds, Father! This week hasn't been easy for Kieferberg, as we all know. That said, we have decided to ask Primeldorf for support. Primeldorf, you say? We cannot compromise the festival at all, as you understand. Are you certain, folks? Are you certain we've considered every option, Father? Why is it so bad to ask for some backup? I don't understand. Kieferberg isn't what it once was, Ludwig. We need their help. We will be patrolling the outskirts in the evenings as well. That should make sleep easier, that's for certain. The protection of Kieferberg and our neighbors is in order, folks. What happened to poor Apfel is bad enough. Oh, Father, but who is to carry out our nightly prayers? Naturally, the church's doors will be open to all regardless. Man, to be a priest and a village head, that's an unenviable position right there. What about the windmill and the fountain? There's still water in the well, Vilma. No need to fret. Oh, but who knows how long that well will last?
Oh, shush it!
Okay, so there is water in the well then. It's not as though that fountain's sustaining the well, is it? What would you know, lassie? I'm at a loss regarding the fountain, if I'm honest. Wasn't there some sort of blockage, Mr. Ludwig? We're going to have to disassemble it. Why doesn't she try it, Finn? With those toothpick fingers of hers, I'd say she'd get the job done rather easily. This isn't the time to provoke the lass, Velma. She's so keen to stick her nose in everything, Ludwig. Might as well teach her a little lesson, wouldn't you say? Let's not get carried away, Velma. We're not here to... Why, that's a terrific idea. Why are you so gung-ho about this, Elise? Elise, that's dangerous. You'll get hurt. Oh, dear Lord, she's getting in there. I'll show you all. She just wants to shut people up, I guess. Okay. Oh my god. A snake! A black snake was in the fountain! Oh, Kieferberg is done for! The witch! It's the witch! The devil himself! I mean, honestly, if you found a black snake in your drinking source that was also like kind of like dripping black liquid, yeah, probably cause for alarm. We can't lose our heads. We must remain calm. You folks can't. Calm? How are we to remain calm, Father? Everyone's dismissed. Back to work. You didn't do anything. I guess you announced that we're getting Primeldorf help. Gustav and I will have a word about this. So did we pull that snake out, or did it just jump out when we were about to go in? Up. There's the little weasel.
Muffy!
It's you. It's still funny to me that in her voice she says Muffy, but she never actually calls her name ever. I have an offer for you, Elise.
For goodness
Out of my sight, Martha. I've had enough trouble for one day. Oh, but I think you'd like to hear this.
That's so.
Out with it then. I don't have all day. But wouldn't it be for free? How about you give me some soup? Why, I don't think so, Muffs. Muffs. We had an agreement, Elise. Yeah, see, so it auto-selected the acorns there. It's like, would you like to give the acorns? You have to back out from that. It's so weird. You're lucky I don't have any trouble, Mindy. Out with it now. What did you have to tell me? Oh, you're so generous.
With it.
Right before, it would be more difficult to come up with a different name to call her every single time than just learn her name.
Ooh.
You don't have to threaten me, Elise. Why, you threaten me every day, you little. I heard my auntie talking about a search. A search? Folks are losing their minds over that serpent you pulled out of the fountain. They will want to search everyone in town.
For goodness sake.
I'll put in a good word for you, Elise. But you ought to promise you'll bring me in some apple strudel tomorrow. To hell with you, Molly. Out of my sight! Molly's interference can weigh quite heavily. Best be prepared for... Oh, is apple strudel... That's the 4 right there. Yeah, okay, so I want to save that now. I don't want to use that. Good thing I wasn't about to... Good thing I didn't use it. I was about to use it. Okay, we'll go ahead and eat this lubricant now then. Oh, that's odd. So now, head back to work. Elise, I was looking for you, dearie. Looking for me? You see, I was hoping you'd have a word with Ariane. I've been struggling quite a bit lately, you see. Struggling with what, Mrs. Matilde? Oh, it's rather embarrassing, but I can no longer do many of my house chores. This terrible tremor won't let me wash my dishes or laundry. Won't you tell her I need her to stop by tonight, Elise? I would tell her myself, but this would be the 4th time this week, you see. Oh, I feel that. Could you ask someone for something instead of me, because I've asked them for this so many times already and I feel bad? I feel that. Like the facilities people at my work, the people that just like the backstage support that keeps everything running. Whenever I ask for something from them constantly, I feel bad, and so sometimes I ask my lemons, can you ask them to refill the pipette tips for us, please? I feel like I've asked them a lot this month. Do you have a moment, please? I would like to ask you to go easier on foot. They're the ones being harsh on me. Easier, Father? Practice patience, Elise. Now more than ever. You pulling out that serpent this morning has upset some folks. Oh, so I did pull it out. Both of these are being pretty confrontational, but they're also both true. Like, that's not fair for me, and that's not my responsibility. Both of these seem pretty sucky. Yeah, I guess with the ... kind of... Mrs. Velma was the one who provoked me to do it in the first place. I understand, Elise, but folks are restless. Today has been rather challenging, as you know. Hope you're having this conversation with Mrs. O'Dial as well. Mrs. Bertha, Mrs. Brunhild, and old Jochen, too. Certainly, Elise. Okay, cool, that was the right one. Alright, where's Ariane? Is she back here? Oh boy, Jochen. Do I even want to bother talking to you? Probably not. It's not worth talking to the old man. You just let them exist at some point. Let them live in their own little world. A lesbian Red Riding Hood? It's going decently, Bobert. We got our eye pecked out, we got our hair pulled out, we got our flesh cooked. It's going swimmingly. Absolutely perfectly well. No dates available right now. Let's go check out... Oh, hi there, Rosemary. Let's talk to you. Are you up to any... You sick? Oh, that's the... Spreading any rumors that you shouldn't be again? Just another day in the forest, yep. There's something I'd like to ask you, Elise. There's something I'd like to ask you too, Rosemary. Then you go first. Do you happen to know anything about that... The black serpent you pulled out of the fountain? That's what you're going to ask me about, huh? Black serpents are a bad omen, you see. There's something I haven't told you. What is it, Elise? You don't have... If black serpents are bad omens, is the golden serpent we found a good omen then? Is the reverse? Can't bring myself to tell her about that serpent. I fed a sausage to Flock this morning. A sausage? He looked like he truly wanted it, and I couldn't. Oh, it's no wonder he was throwing a temper tantrum then. He must have wanted more, I suppose. Alright, let's go down the well now. Hope your Star of the Week is treating you well. Oh, there's people here. I guess we won't go down the well. Hope your Star of the Week is treating you well, Bower. Hope you had a good weekend also. That's absolutely will not do, Gustav. Vilma's right. Oh, this is Elma. That's not random. What we all need is someone to... What are you two pestering Mr. Gustav for? They're all valid concerns, ladies, but I ought to say... No, I don't think you understand, Gustav. We must make certain there's no witch in Kieferberg. What's your suggestion? I think that would be... We throw folks off... I was trying to choose the non-confrontational dialogue choice, and that escalated real fast. We throw folks off the cliff, see if they fly or not. Very funny, Elise. The lass is right, ladies. We must be reasonable here. Things can only get worse if we don't act now, Gustav. Things could get better too, Mrs. Elma. Oh, all you want is to be in Gustav's good books, lassie. All I want, Mrs. Velma, is some peace and quiet around here for once. That's why we must find the witch, lass. Good grief. Okay, good. That was the right answer still. They don't have any rivers deep enough here to like tie rocks to and throw them in there to see if they drown or not. So at least got a little creative. Wait, I'm assuming I can't check that. I'm assuming I still can't check that well because there's people around, right? That note and that key. Whoever's been doing these rituals may have tampered with this faucet. Oh, is that saying I can use it now? Even though there's people around? Maybe if I try something... Yeah, no. I have to come back when there's not people around. I'm glad to see there's some cheer left in you, Lisbeth. I have much to thank you for, Mrs. Mariel. You do look better. We spent a couple hours at Mrs. Mariel's, you see. I knew you could use some time away from these goings-on. I must say, however, I'm a little fearful myself, too. You, Mrs. Mariel? Folks are losing their wits, Elise. We were sewing for the festival, and even then, every conversation led back to the crows, or apple, or the fountain. I see. Thinking ill of each other, accusing each other. I've just about had it. Are you? I forget which one is Arian. Oh, this is Arian, okay. I was meaning to ask you. Is it Mrs. Matilde? She says she needs you to help her out again tonight, yes? The poor thing. Old age truly doesn't forgive, does it? When did this start, Mrs. Marion? Oh, just last week, Elise. I caught her trying to wash her sheets by the well, you see. She could have asked me. Mrs. Matilde is rather stubborn, you know that. Tell her I'll be there right after the supper. All right. Anyone else to talk to? No one on the farm? Anyone by the windmill? I'm just saying. The culprit likes to return to the scene of the crime. We should probably post some people up there. No one's here, okay. What's up, Freya? It's awful, isn't it, Elise? What Father Han said earlier? Everybody's talking ill of each other behind their backs, Elise. Isn't that how it's always been? Oh, I know all that, yet you hate it, is that it? I do hate it, Elise. That snake is going to get you quite the earful too, I'd wager. Oh, to hell with that nonsense, Freya. You'll never reach old age if you keep fretting like this. It's not as though I can help it. She's well on her way to become just like them, that's what. I've seen the toll this is taking on Papa, too. Mr. Gustav does have a lot to worry about, I guess. He hasn't been spending much time at home either. Always talking with Father Hans, with the lads. Folks aren't going easy on him, that's for certain. Yeah, what happened to your mom? I guess you're a single parent household. Did you find her, Elise? Mrs. Arrogant said she'll come right after supper, Mrs. Matilde. You cannot pet the pupper, unfortunately, so I have to dock 1 point from the game for that reason alone. Silk purse? That seems like it'd be worth money. Oh, it's the least I can do. There will come a day when I truly won't be able to do anything after all. How much did that sell for? Maybe sold for a good price. Might be sold. Who knows? Yeah. See, the most I can do is just kind of like circle around it, rub my leg against it like a cat. That's the best I can do. Anyone down here? Oh, Yokin again. Fine, I'll talk to him. We ought to search Kieferberg from top to bottom, I say. I'm not sure I agree, old Yokin. I share your concerns, Mr. Ludwig. I'm certain that serpent simply crawled into the fountain. Can't you see where it's transcribing here, you fool? What? Everyone else is fretful, of course, but you're the one causing such an uproar. I suppose that snake you pulled out of the fountain didn't help, Elise. As if that's my fault, Mr. Ludwig. I wouldn't put it past you, lass. Lord knows the witches. Blindly accusing folks won't get us anywhere, old Yokin. You'll see, you fools. No, I don't think we will be seeing much of anything, old Yokin. We must keep calm, lest Kieferberg catches on fire. It's always easy to know which. I guess it's not easy because we weren't quite sure what the previous one. Yokins are usually pretty straightforward to figure out, like, which one's the right one. What's cruel, Mr. Heinrich? Blaming Eugen for what happened to the windmill lass. I must confess, I'd rather be the witch than a neighbor. Now, I wouldn't go that far, but Eugen wouldn't. You, Mr. Heinrich? That's certain you pulled out of the fountain, Elise. Folks couldn't do such a thing. Why didn't you say it crawled into the fountain by itself? Not likely. Whatever's happening in Kieferberg, it's starting to compromise our livelihood, and we can't have that. We must make the most of those patrols, that's what. Where is Eugen? We haven't seen him. Whatever. Okay, let's just go to work. What are our options? Chop some wood or kiss the rat. I am absolutely not playing Kiss the Rat. That is my least favorite of the minigames, for sure. So next time second will be evening, so maybe then we'll, if not evening, definitely at night we'll be able to check out the well, I imagine. Oh, Elise, what's the matter, Mrs. Linda? Can you help me chop some wood? And we'll bring Rosemary in. Why don't they ask Freya to chop instead? She does have the strength we know now. Chop, chop, chop! Rosemary's sprite here looks so bizarre to me. She has like this strange smile on her that's just kind of like... Oh, almost kicked that. Again, why anvils? I have so many questions with this minigame. Why would you put things on there that's not wood? Why do we kick things away? How is Elise able to kick away like an anvil like it's a bag of feathers? Ah, fuck, damn it. Okay, that should still be an S rank. That's the easiest one. Just inverted bags of feathers. Yeah, that makes sense, but what about the anvils? The anvils are not inverted bags of feathers. Look, it's the birds I kicked away. Yeah, as long as you get an S rank, the extra money you get for bringing Rosemary along will pay off the extra food that she costs, at least. Yes. Any dates available? Nope. Bing. Whoa, okay, now we got the opposite problem here, folks. What happened? Who fixed it? Everyone turns you. That's what this is all about, I tell you. There's no such ill will in Kieferberg, Vilma. What's the matter? Oh, I'm certain it has something to do with it. Vilma's convinced someone's trying to sabotage her and Elise. It's that Yugen, I'm certain! He's jealous my business is still up and running, that's what. I feel like being confrontational here. I really want to say that. I really want to say this, but I just... I think this is one of the instances where being confrontational is okay. I think everyone else in this group is like, oh, come on, really? I'm gonna say. Mrs. Yugen holds no grudges against Kieferberg, Mrs. Velma. Grudges against Kieferberg, you say? I understand he was responsible for the windmill yesterday, but Yugen wouldn't. Why, I happen to know someone who's very keen on holding grudges. You old hag! Don't start, you two. If there's anyone in this town who could do such a thing, that's you, Elise. Oh, we can't stand her pointing fingers at each other all day. Oh, nope, okay, yeah. Being confrontational is the wrong decision in that one. Let's keep calm, folks. Losing our tempers isn't going to fix anything. Is no one going to comment on the overflowing fountain? Oh, here we go. What's wrong with the fountain now? Did you have damage there? You all watched me do it! All I did was reach in my hand and pull out a snake! That could very much be the case. I don't think so, but even if she had, it wouldn't be enough to cause this. What are we to make of this, Heinrich? How am I to know such a thing? It's only the fountain. It's not only the fountain either. The well is also. The well? It's overflowing, Elise. How can a well overflow? I'm at a complete loss. Let us wait and see. I'm not about to sit and wait for my home to be flooded. I must say I don't agree, Father. Might be all we can do. It truly is all we can do, Heinrich. Losing our minds won't help. We must persevere. This isn't looking too good for us here in Kieferberg, is it? Yeah, timing is impeccable. Oh, you got a little bit of, look at that RTX ray tracing in that pedal right there. Them graphics, them reflections right there. Tasty, tasty, tasty. I never checked the church earlier, did I? Oh well. Is Lev back in here? Nope. Oh, she up in the tower? Nope. Let's check it out by the bakery really quick before we go everywhere else. Oh, there's Lev. What am I to do, Levukin? Give him time, Mrs. Elizabeth. Apfel's still struggling, is he? He's rather agitated, yes. That aside, Elise, I've been meaning to ask you. Apfel insists you two saw someone else in those woods. A lass of all things. Yeah, no, don't say I'm tired. If I'm entirely honest, I still haven't found my own peace of mind, but... Elise... I didn't see what Apfel claims to have seen, but... Given how frightened he was, he could have imagined it. That's true, but... Oh, I can't bear seeing him like this. It's best we give him some space, Mrs. Elizabeth. Alright, all things equal. And all balanced out in the end. I need to buy some more food. I also have that pouch to sell now. Okay, yeah, so I'm doing pretty good on money now. Give me a pretzel. Give me a Labukin. Give me some more bread while we're at it. I was wondering that same thing when the game first started. Over. Yeah, we're gonna find Hansel somewhere like torn apart in the woods later on in the game, is my guess. Probably gonna need that money to buy sanity juice after this trip down to the depths also. If it's open this time. Oh, there's Freya. Hello. There she is, Apfel. Why don't you ask her? Oh, Apfel's out and about. Ask me what? Apfel's going over what happened yesterday, Elise. He's rather tired and... You saw it too, Elise. I know it. Who did you see, Apfel? I didn't see anyone, Apfel. Oh, Elise, what are we to do about this? Oh man, it feels bad to gaslight a child, though. I saw her! She had yellow eyes and You're tired, Apfel. I know it was frightening. I was frightened too. Elise is right, Apfel. It's best you rest now. Why don't you go play with Grun and Jacob? Yeah, it doesn't feel good to gaslight a child like that, man. No, you didn't see any. You didn't see anything. It's going to be okay. Sleep, sweet child, sleep. Close your eyes. What are you doing in front of the inn, Rosemary? Ah, Elise! What's the matter, Rosemary? Folks have been looking at me all day is all. You don't think they know... They don't know anything, Rosemary. We can't forget you're still a stranger to Kieferberg. I don't remember getting these looks on Monday, Elise. They're wary because of what happened today is all. I suppose. Oh, whoa, exclamation marks. We're not dealing with regular folk here. Oh, but what if it's not folk we're dealing with, Mr. Bernard? Lord knows what happened to Kieferberg at this rate. It's too much to keep track of, folks. The horses, Apfel, are grain. The horses, Apfel, are grain being riddled with weevils, and now this flooded? I must say I'm at a loss myself. You, Mr. Gustav? All of Kieferberg is confused, Elise. I'd say what? I feel like what she says after that is, if whether or not I choose this is contingent on what she says after that, ... Confused? Rather than confused, I'd say insane? Batshit crazy? What are you about to say? Yeah, I'd say it's like, yeah, weird things has happened. It's not a surprise that people are confused. You're all so entertained with this witch you can't see straight. Elise! I can't say I don't agree, but it's to be expected folks would fret, Elise. What's that? Okay, so this is the wrong option. What's it done for Kieferberg so far, Mr. Gustav? All this fretting, day in and out, and for what? Even you ought to admit this isn't normal, lass. Truly, denying the witch exists at this point only makes you... You shouldn't go that far, Brunhild. She's right, Matilda. That was not what I thought this choice would lead to. If Elise isn't against the witch, then that means... It's best we leave it at that. It's best we leave it at that, folks. Well then. I didn't know we were talking about the witch. Nope, not right now. Can I open this up yet? Come back some other time. So yeah. At nighttime. Wait, is that? No. The one time they know, it's like, I really want to examine that. Now this is when they actually put people by the well every single time period. Whereas every other time period it's been empty. Oh, there's a Eugen. Can't say I'm glad to hear that, lad. Or what? I'm leaving, lass. For good. I thought you'd stay, Mr. Eugen. Don't think so. He said he hates this town, doesn't trust a single soul. Why would he stay, Elise? I would leave too if I were your age and with those goings-ons. You, Mrs. Elma? Kieferberg's changed, Elise. Things were different back in my day. More prosperous. Primeldorf has more to offer young folks, that's for certain. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that the capital of this area has more things to the young folk? Damn. Not I. What the fuck are you doing here, Muffy? Elise! Why are you hiding here, Miffy? You saw nothing. I'm not here. I'm at home, sweeping, making the beds. Hiding from your aunt again, are you? Oh, please don't tell her I ran off. She's working me like a donkey, Elise. Is that so? Sweeping, washing clothes, cleaning out the chimney? I've had it, Elise. Mrs. Lorelei has always been demanding, I suppose. She's not demanding, she's wicked. Wicked, you say? Maybe I'll go tell your aunt that you said that. No one here. Do I still have that key from Eugen? Nope. Okay. She's just lazy. She's just really, really lazy, and she's extorted us throughout the game also and blackmailed us. She's just a really rotten child. She knows what she wants, I suppose so. Old Joken's not going to waste his chance, I tell you. His chance to do what? Why, find the witch, Elise. I'm not certain we're to trust his judgment, Lorelei. Father Hans isn't lifting a finger. Who else are we to rely on? Anyone but old Joken. Honestly, but I think this is the right answer. He's done more for Kieferberg than Father Hans ever could. Gustav's struggling, however, as we all are. Yet he's doing his best to keep Kieferberg together. The lass is right. Still, neither Gustav nor Father Hans will chase this witch out of Kieferberg. What we need is someone who will. I'm not certain old Joken's the one we need, Lorelei. We ought to trust Gustav. He'll find a way. There. Everything in balance. Alrighty, what are our options for work? Ludwig with apples. I'd be fine with apple picking. Someone's making cookies and I want some. I would like some cookies also, in fact, after I save. BRB. Quick bio break and a quick cookie break. returned with gingerbread mint cookies. Because even though it's November, it's apparently not too early to have gingerbread season. What? Yeah, there's icing. There's icing on the back. See? It's just front and back. Here, it's like you can have like the Minecraft eating animation. Chomp. How's it go? Chomp, 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 chomp. There. Now you had some apples or cookies. What? I said apples because we're about to go pick some apples. Yeah. Oh wait, I have to give one more of hunger. Gonna dream about apples. Hey, it's better than the dream I had last night. So, one second. Let me finish the cookie. So, the dream I had last night. Back in Japan, okay? So, yeah, it's cool to be back in Japan. Nice. I love to be back in Japan. Except for some reason, me and my friend group were going to a Japanese high school and attending classes while we were in Japan. And the first day of class, for some reason, I just dawned up right, forgot to wear some shoes. I'm just in the school and I look down, I'm like, ah, shit, I don't have shoes. That's embarrassing. And I freaked out about that. Also, for some reason, we took a gondola to school, and one of my friends somehow cheated the system by getting on the gondola after us, but somehow getting to school before us. And we were all confused about that. Wait, with that? No, not with that. Maybe with that accent. I don't remember all the details about my dream. I also remember one of the classes, the teacher was crushing watermelons, and we were really confused why. We had no idea. We didn't understand why. And also, we were all caught off guard by the stand bow kind of thing, when you stand and bow to the teacher at the beginning of every class. We were caught off guard by that. So we have a bunch of different and it wasn't just like that. It was like a whole routine in my dream. It wasn't just a simple bow, and we were just kind of trying to mimic the people around us. One of my friends just ended up doing it in his seat because he was just so rattled by it. Yeah, it was a bizarre dream. So I think I prefer to dream about apples tonight if I had to choose between that and that one. Dreams do be wild. I look forward to the day one day when we have the technology to record dreams. I feel like that's gonna be a thing someday. We'll be able to read the brainwaves in such a way that we can actually fabricate what we're seeing in our dreams and replicate it. Welcome back, Misa. You missed me. You missed my telling of my weird-ass dream I had last night about going to Japanese school shoeless. Very Neil on that. Also, questions: Why are there anvils falling from the apple tree? Who's dropping fun? Mystery. Ah, no! Missed a bunch of those apples. Should be fine. You don't remember last time you remember a dream, Misa? Damn. That's unfortunate. It's fun to remember dreams and recount them. Something I might recommend in that case. You can try keeping a dream diary, so to speak. Either before you go to bed each night, or some of the nights, like have a piece of paper or something to write in, and write in that diary like what you would like to dream about that night. Or have a diary for like you just quickly jot in the moment you wake up, like what you dreamed. I don't know. I feel like being able to remember your dreams is fun. Makes going to bed more, I don't know. That's the word I'm looking for. Pleasant. I feel like you sleep more soundly and deeper when you are cognizant of your dreams as well. This is the most money I've had the entire game. Barrel. And now we're starving. We're starving. Not anymore. What are you doing out about, old man? Are you joining the patrols, lass? Why would I, Mrs. Wilhelm? Makes two of us then, I see. The lads won't let me go, the ingrates. Ingrates? I'm very much capable despite my age. I see. You too, Elise. You rescue the poor lad, and yet, if anyone should be out there, it'd be you! Alright, now we can finally go investigate that well, maybe. The children are out about at this late at night. Oh, that's surprising. Speaking of which, Gustav, we ought to get on home, I'd wager. And don't dawdle, Elise. Everyone's to stay home this evening. Of course, Father. How are you gonna know? We live like 10 miles outside the village. It's important we keep a good grasp on who's out and about tonight. What do you mean, Mr. Gustav? We're taking turns on patrol, you see. We must make certain the same thing doesn't happen again. What happened with Apple, I understand. That's why you and your cousin had best stay home, Elise. Certainly, Mr. Gustav. This ordeal has been going on long enough. About time you do something, that's for certain. I don't think they're going to be able to do anything. This is all on us. Maybe Elise could give it a try, Groon. Give what a try? Apple won't talk to anyone about it. He won't eat, he won't sleep, he won't even talk to Mommy. This can't be good. Do you think you can try talking to him, Elise? Apple says you saw it too, Elise. Saw what? He said there was someone else in the woods. A lass he didn't recognize. A lass? Alas. Alas, you are wrong. So you don't know anything about it, Elise? Of course not. Don't be silly, Jacob. Apple says he doesn't want to talk about it, but that's all right, Groon. Granny Merlin said he'll talk when he's ready. What's our objective here? Oh, we don't even get free bread from Levukin this time. That's a bummer. For goodness sake, are you angry about her? I took her to work with me every time. What are you upset about? I never let her out of my sight. It's best we don't, Arian. What's the matter? Your cousin was telling us about how she got his Kieferberg, you see. Is it true she came all the way this way on foot, Elise? Yes. She couldn't afford to come about any other way, Mrs. Odile. That's highly unlikely, Elise. She wasn't very lucky. I suppose that's all there is to it. I'll be on my way home now, ladies. Good night. Okay. Oh, there's Levukin. It's best you head home, Elise, before it gets any darker. Where are you folks going? It's time we head out on patrol. We must make certain Kieferberg's out of harm's way. Even if you say that, Ludwig. You're going out on these patrols all week, and yet... All the more reason to keep doing it, lass. Finn's right. We need to look out for each other. All I want is to let them have it, be it the culprit or even the witch. I can't say I don't share the sentiment, Finn. At least we've managed to pick out those weevils somehow. I noticed you managed to fix the fountain. That happened on its own. We don't know how. Now I would show the bastard. If only we knew who it was. Would they beat their own neighbors, I wonder? At this point, I feel like they would. They're getting whipped into a frenzy. Do you have food for me, Leb? What in the Lord's name are you doing out here, Levukan? Waiting for your earful, it seems. I would have met you inside, for goodness sake. I'm fine, Elise. You're making too much of it. Your bread. Okay, you do give me free bread then. You're out of your mind, Leb. Be that as it may. Do they really like that phrase? I still want to look after you. Have you considered that you can't do any of that if you're bedridden? I promise I'll rest plenty tonight, Elise. You'll get an earful tomorrow if you're sick in the morning. Why, you almost make me look forward to it. Speaking of which, Elise, folks have been rather tense lately. I've noticed. I know you can look after yourself, but one good deed won't shield you from all of it, Elise. What do you mean? Folks have been talking ill about each other all day. Even Mr. Mariel hasn't been spared, you see. There's no need to fret, Leb. I'll make certain I hold my tongue. Make certain you stay home as well. Did you notice I've been wandering about at night? Elise? Of course, Leb. And you need to stop fretting. We don't want you fainting again. I will in due time. Alright, now we can go to the well, unless it's like part of the main story. But that'd be weird if it's part of the main story, because the key wasn't part of the main story. In the church, I doubt it. Ooh, spooky. I don't think I've been in the church at night now that I think about it. Oh yeah, I haven't, because here's a firefly. Have you come here to pray? So I found out that one of the endings you need to find all the golden girls for, so it's a good thing I found this one. No, it doesn't make a difference to you at this point, does it? You see, we golden maidens are conflicted beings. Huh? He saved us in a way, but with his blessing and the sacrifices we made, it's enough to forfeit our right to divine salvation, isn't it? What are you trying to say? That I'd rather share eternity with him and his entourage than face my rightful punishment in the pits of hell. You're the first person that's actually kind of okay with him. And with the one at the tower? I think there was a golden girl at the tower also. Yeah, we got that one. Say it one more time. I should probably buy some grape juice before we go in that well. Meet Levukan. Like, I did that already. You want? Well, I guess I'll pass her by again at some point. You should be heading home, Elise. I know, Mr. Tristan. Well, making certain folks aren't wandering about is all. I'm trying to keep folks at ease too, given the rumors. Folks are frightened and confused, Eugen. It's not personal. Relieved you'll be leaving Kieferberg next week, aren't you? More than you can imagine, Tristan. You'll be missed, Eugen. That I know for certain. Will he? Seems like people didn't hold much love for him here. I don't need to talk to the gossiping housewives. Everyone's out and about tonight. More and more people have been staying out late every night lately. There's no golden girls I missed here, did I? Doesn't seem like it. Did I ever check inside the farm during nighttime? I don't think I have. Apparently I have. We never found out what the deal was with that saddle-wearing pig, I guess, but I guess that's part of the whole mystery of it all. The encroaching darkness. Is that a body bag? No, it's just sandbags. Anyone out and about here? Freya, maybe? Nope. Alright, let's go. Let's buy some grape juice before we dive into that well. If we even can. Yeah, you should have your evil stepmom watch it instead. So let's get... I bet Muffy's gonna ask for a roast turkey next time. I can feel it on my bones. Spent 50 tipple. Two grape juices. Okay. Alright, let's go dive into the depths of hell. Yeah, finally, some peace and quiet here. It's brighter than usual here. Normally... Oh, it's because I have the lantern out.
I've done it!
What in the Lord's name is going on in Kieferberg? Oh boy, sure do love it down here already. Another one of these caves. I'm starting to feel queasy again.
Keep it together,
I had to
Elise.
pull myself together and get this over with. Oh my god, look at that sandy drain. Oh, it's an order. So top left, middle, top right, bottom. Okay. This one. This one. Gotta mirror it a little bit. That? Good. Beep, beep, beep. They're all lit now, but there's still something missing, I think. Can I break these? I can. Matches. Matches. Goes further in as well. Something in there, but I can't reach it. It's glowing really bright, too. Oh my god, look how fast my sanity is draining. Diary entry number 4. Number 4? I thought we were on number 3. No, I guess it is 4, yeah. This is ripped out of some journal. Most of this is jotted down in a hurry, but... Valpurga the Witch. I've uncovered her roots at last. Everything points back to Kieferberg, the birthplace of the witch Valpurga and her cult. Just go insane. I mean, liberate yourself from the mortal coil. If you don't have control of your senses, then you don't have to suffer in this world, I suppose. There truly is a witch in Kieferberg, then. Adored and celebrated for centuries, the woodland surrounding this town was said to have a consciousness of its own. This consciousness, what we now call a witch, was named Valpurga. Folks' faith in its miracles dates from many years before the glory of the church reached these peaks. Said to grant its believers good health, sustenance, and protection. The woodland, or Valpurga, harbored folks' wills, wishes, desires, and sins. In such a way, in fact, that it would appear to folks under the guise of a woman. Okay, so the witch is just the woods itself. Which makes sense when it kept saying, like, Elise was born from it. Whisper to the faithful, take the form of their loved ones, of an old hag, of a doe, amongst others. The six-ringed maypole, the symbol of St. Valpurga's benevolence we adore today, was first adored as the symbol of the witch's miracles and mercy. The six-ringed maypole, oh, so those aren't grapes? That is no more, however. St. Valpurga is a patroness of the church, a benevolent figure in our faith. With the arrival of the Lord's messengers to these peaks, the cult of Valpurga has been eradicated. Eradicated, that's a strong word. It is fact, however, that the few who lived have become nomads of sorts. Oh, they actually did just kill the whole cult. Oh, okay. They just commenced a cleansing, I see. What is most puzzling to me is that my research in all of this history, it doesn't quite align with Old Hall's confession. Valpurga, the witch, never once said to ask anything in return for its blessings. Neither was it ever referred to as a god or a male deity, rather a woman. How could a he have granted Olhol a wish? This witch, how could a pagan deity do what the Lord himself won't? I am fairly certain there is more to Old Hall's sins than meets the eye. Granny Hall's sins, he says. None of this is true. Father Hans is losing his wits. Granny Hall would never. She would ever hide anything from me. The path ends here, but it looks to me like it caved in. I wonder if this used to connect somewhere. What's that supposed to mean, I wonder? Alright, we're gonna use some sanity juice now. Bloop. Yeah, I don't really have anything to reach in. I wonder if there's something I could place here. I didn't like that scream just now on the back. The note I got? That's the only thing I can think of. The brooch? Brooch? Oh, that was the right answer. Okay, then. Was not expecting that to be the case. Oh, the sparkle was to imply that you're supposed to put the brooch there, I think. It worked? Speaking of which, that ribbon the other day was rather similar to mine, too. First my ribbon, now my brooch. I don't like this. Not one bit. Can we take the brooch back? Old tunnel key. Another key. I wonder what this one's for. An old iron key bearing the letter W on its tip. Yeah, I think we're done here now. I can't use this down here, can I? I guess I'll just try that really quickly. I doubt it, though. Nope. Okay, yeah. Let's get out of here before our sanity drains any more than it has. I think we've gone like one full bar of sanity down here. This key. I could try every lock in Kieferberg and still not find out what it's for. Maybe it's best I give this some thought. I think that's the clue that... I think that's telling you, like, don't think about it too much. You're not going to be able to use it right away. Alright, let's use some grap juice. Hello? Love that little wink she gives. And it's cold. At some point I should just let my my sanity drain and see what happens. In fact, I probably should have saved and then done that right now. Oh well. Hello. Okay, well, does it still say to meet her at the... It sure does, so I guess I'll talk to her again. Yeah, I think that's just a weird thing. Anything gonna happen on the way home? Maybe it's Granny Hall's key? I feel like Elise would recognize the key to her grandma's room, though. I'll check the backyard again really quickly for any fireflies. Has this changed at all again? Sure has. That's new. Why does it keep changing? It didn't used to look like this, did it? La 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 la. I hate how it doesn't wrap around. Nope, okay. 13, and I think there's 25 fireflies, so we've actually got quite a bit to go on that. No, I didn't mean to... Can I go back here? Nope, you're not gonna let me. Okay.
Elise!
Ah, Elise! Welcome home! Don't trust that goat! Don't trust that goat!
For goodness sake.
What's Flock doing inside, Rosemarine?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was just about to take him out to the granary. Is everything alright, Elise? I'm tired is all. I'm not sure I should mention that serpent. Talking to Rosemarine sometimes does more harm than good. Yeah.
Sorry,
You're thinking of something, aren't you?
You know...
I'll be heading out after some supper, Rosemarine. Checking something really quick. I was invited. Where to? By whom? By a serpent. Just the same as the crow. It invited me to its grove.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Why are you so into this, Rosemarine? It's really sketch. I suppose.
Oh,
I'll be staying home this evening if that's alright. I would like to not go risk my life, please. Things didn't go quite so well last time, did they?
Rose and Marine. It's fate, Elise.
It was wrong of me to interfere. This is something you're to do for you, and you alone. You're right. Is Flock the witch right now? Is Flock the witch's familiar right now? What is it, Flock? Can't you settle down? I'll take him outside, Elise. He's been a little restless. And then we can have supper. A little too restless for my liking. I can hardly think with that goat hopping about. Oh, we're just gonna skip the supper scene. Alright then. Say, Rosemarine? Oh, I was about to head back inside. That's alright. I don't have much of an appetite anyway. You don't have to justify yourself to me, Elise. No, I truly don't feel like eating, Rosemarine. You've been rather secretive for a reason, I can tell. Rosemarine, you don't have to tell me what happened yesterday. Or even about tonight, Elise. I suppose. I trust you to do what you feel best is for you. Alright? Thank you, Rosemarine. No fireflies or anything. What if we go see Flock just alone in the granary? He's up to any sus business in there on his own. He's not even here! That's sus. MIA. Call an emergency meeting. Ball cat. Actually, yeah, I guess I'll save just in case something happens on the way. to the woods we go because we don't have anything else better to do with our life, I guess. I would just leave this town now, Elise. Am I paranoid? Yeah, I have, right? Yeah. Just go to Primeldorf. It sounds wonderful there. It doesn't sound that far away either. Just uproot yourself. You don't have much here anyway. You can start over again, brand new. Make some new connections. Save liberally, they tell you. And the music stops. Again, I just think it would be worth it to check the woodlands out during the daytime. Just feel like things would be less likely to happen. Nope, we always gotta go during the witching hour, every time. Elise isn't that smart. Yep, it's definitely changed now. Ooh, the ripples. The bed... yeah, I have no idea what that was saying. Oh, that's a cool effect. So we're going to be doing some water puzzles here, I bet. Witch Hour, bedewed forest of berries. Can you feel it, lass? My neck! It aches, doesn't it? That kiss of mine. You wretch! What did you do to me? You did well in finding me in these depths. What is this? Something's writhing. Come to me, lass. Sink deeper. I will give you nothing less than what you seek. I'm surprised they didn't do the long as usual thing for the snake speech. That serpent's dangerous. I don't like it one bit. And that the objective is to meet the serpent in the woods. Sigil of the Serpent. Receive the Snake's Curse. Achievement unlocked. Yay! Pachi, pachi, pachi. Those are some titties right there. Porcelain knife. I best think twice before using this. Why? Oh, because it's so fragile. The knife's dull blade visibly bears the weight of time. This place is very different from that crow's realm, isn't it? And you're alone this time, too. Even though it wasn't actually... Oh, okay, that hurts me. Alright. Even though it wasn't actually Rosemary before. I must find a way to get past these things somehow. Just burn it with your lantern. Another porcelain knife. Do I use the knives to cut the vines? This gate's so heavy looking. I'm not strong enough to push it open. Alright, let's try using the knife on these things then. Yep, that does it. Okay. The sound effect scared me more than the actual thing. What in the... It moved. Oh my god, it's fast! Oh my god, it's fast! Huh? Don't go... What? I'm safe. Whatever that thing is, it doesn't seem to follow me onto solid ground. Oh, okay. Well, it just... Oh! La la da 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 da. Okay, we've got a nemesis enemy now. We love that. We love nemesis type enemies in this house. We absolutely do not! Fuck. Oh my god, it does so much damage. Okay, you know what? Just kill me. I want to see what the animation is now. Yep, we just get good old decapitation. Simple and clean. Oh, did I break? I didn't break this before. Okay. Alright, so let's break the other... Let's do the other vines first. See if it... That thing was charging for like 2 hearts each also. Damn. See if you still summon the monster again as well. Yeah, so these vines up here. I should also study where the solid grounds are. There's this one. There's this fountain here. Oh, how foolish I was. To think he would have granted me all my heart desires. He didn't? I faltered in my resolve, in my determination. If only I had taken that last step. Why didn't you? You will know in time. I suppose I will. If you just stop this nonsense, Elise. Berries, those are new. She faltered in her resolve, was it? Disturbed solely by the endless water stream, the moon's reflection graces its surface in everlasting companionship. What do berries do? I just feel like I should save those. Like any grape or berry thing I get from the Golden Girls, I just feel like I should save them. A pair of shiny, plump berries with an aroma reminiscent of that of a pomegranate. Plump berries. Alright, so now I guess we have to summon that. I guess we can go back and save really quickly. Because we're in the same room. Yeah. Chirp chirp! At least the birds are normal here still. All else gets crazy. Oh! Yeah, for now. That'll be the plot twist, is that the save bird was actually the witch the whole time. And the more times you save, the deeper you fall into her labyrinth. Normal items, they say. Nope. So now do I go up to the gate? Like, by breaking that vase, do I open to the gate? Is that the deal? Nope. Okay, what am I supposed to do then? Is there something by where we broke the vase that gives me a hint? Nope. Let me... Nish Namuma! I think there may have been something there actually really quickly. Did I see a sparkle? No, that's just the water. What am I supposed to do? Comes the wraith. Go away. Go away, I'm invisible. Can't touch me here. Can't touch this. Dun 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 dun. Nope. At least it seems like it's a pretty set patrol route. Oh! Damn it. It hurts so bad. What am I supposed to do here? I'm a choto bit oh, is there something wrong with the fountain now?
What?
Oh, now it's Freya's turn to be an illusion.
Freya.
I'm not here. I'm not here. love those sounds. I bet our water reflection is going to turn on us at some point. It's going to reach up from the wall and choke us to death. What in the Lord's name was that noise? I really love those ripple effects on the forefronts of the screen. I'm assuming there'll be another save point back here. Typically have a save point every single room that something happens in. Man, these scenes are so pretty. They're so ethereal and unnerving. God, my arms are cold now. Lost in thought, as it were. The statue's gaze loses itself in solemn contemplation. Do I get a knife from it? A knife, please? Nope, okay. Is that a save point? I guess it is. There was no save point. I knew you'd show up sooner or later, Les.
Out with it!
Why don't you get this over with, Serpent? Where's the testament you promised me? My, I don't see the need to rush. I'm already bearing the sting of your bite, Serpent. What else is it you want from me? You've received his gift, shared your flesh with that oaf of a crow. It is now my own turn to partake, lassie. It stings, does it? What did you do to me, you wretch? Come find me on the farther side of these gates. Show me your resolve. Traverse these depths. Only then shall I give you what you want.
Wait!
Won't you at least tell me your name, Serpent? It's Azel, lass. Why is there no save point? Oh, wait, what? Do I examine this again? Nope. Do I have to examine the gates first? It's closed. What a shock. This is such an odd lock. How am I to get it open, I wonder? Must be meant for some sort of key, but... Hey, now's not the time to fall over, Elise. For heaven's sake. I'll go mad if I stay here any longer. Here's the save point. Alright, now do you give me a key? Nope. You too will be bathed in gold, lass. All who meet him share the same fate. Did he not grant your wish? We golden maidens belong to him, lass. Oh man, he's building a harem? I didn't realize this is a harem game. Regardless of whatever it is your wish he's granted, or if you were gifted to him. What? To think I was once in your shoes, literally. Gifted to him? When's the thing gonna come up? When's the thing gonna appear?
Lebkuchen.
That couldn't be her. Yeah, I'm glad you're wisening up, Elise. Anything you see here is not real, other than things that can kill you. Come, lass. Your goodness is much needed. My goodness, you say? I know what you seek in these depths. That's serpents. A key to its burrow, yes. In this woodland guarded by the masked beasts, it's its second half. What about the first half? Make your way deeper into the lagoon, and I'll surrender it to you. What lagoon? Wait. For goodness sake. So if I don't break the broken vases, because that's what summons the beast. If I don't break them, then maybe it doesn't. I don't have to summon them. Oh, there's one here anyways. Oh, there's another one right there. Here's some solid ground. Was this part of the bigger statue, I wonder? Toppled upon a dense bush, the cracked stone statue rests eternally, as it were, in a peaceful slumber. Yep, there it goes. Okay, I shouldn't have gone near that. Now we got two to contend with. Oh, they're so fast. Is that solid ground right there? It's not. Is that the key? Okay, there's one key. Good. This ought to be it. Let's find the other one. Now we gotta find the lagoon. The blue lagoon. Devoid of any traceable expression, the statue's hands rest crossed across its chest in an elegant pose. Well, this just keeps going down, damn. I guess because it was supposed to be kind of like, oh, porcelain knife, okay, I guess we'll need that. Sort of like a maze. Berries. I feel like I should go towards the light. Or maybe not. Let's examine that a little bit further. Oh, why are you there all of a sudden? But it wasn't broken! It wasn't a oh, where am I? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh crap. Okay, I'll eat a bear. I'll eat a grape. Ointment. Beep 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 beep. Beep beep. Where am I? Oh, I'm back here. I see. Yabumpa boomba. La bum bum beamba. Damn it. Okay, so they do a heart and a half of damage. Yeah, you know what? I don't need to be here anymore. Screw it. Never mind. Because we're gonna have to go back through there anyways to get back to the gate, I think. Oh, another one. You again. Come, lass. You ought to keep your word. I have my doubts as to whether you'll keep yours. Follow the moonlight, and you shall receive its graces. The moonlight. Okay. Pretty simple, straightforward in that case. I feel like I'm supposed to do something here. Oh, nope, don't want to go near that. I know it's not worth it to get close to this mass anymore and be curious. You come to our rescue. Rescue? My other half has been shattered in 3, left to rot in these depths. I beg of you, find the great statues. Uncover where they've kept my other half. You're giving me the other half of this key, surely. I'm not about to wander this lagoon with no purpose. I have what you seek, yes. Find my other half. Put us to rest, and I shall aid you as well. You best keep your word. Huh. These moon phases. I wonder what they're for. They seem to be connected somehow. Alright, let's save first. Different file just in case. Okay, so... Are those coordinates? I guess let's look around Lagoon first to see. Yeah, I think it's probably coordinates, so like over here. Okay, yeah, so depending on where I am, the thing changes. Man, a lot of good this lantern is doing me right now. Must say. Oh no. So yeah, like here's the crescent moon that we want to be at. Don't like that. I really do not. I do not enjoy those sounds. I would like to not partake in those sounds. Back to the one. Because this crescent moon is what one of the things that were connected. Oh my god, this place is large. We stumbled upon one of those great statues on the way to the pedestal. It was kind of like due east. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, this is the half moon one. Whoa. Take heed. One's path is nothing but the reflection of one's ungodliness. Only in the brace of the new moon may one purify their sins. So I have to go to the new moon first. That's the full moon, so the new moon would be over here. Damn it! Almost walked into that mask there. Man, these things hurt. I should probably stock up on more healing items in the next witch labyrinth if they're going to get harder and harder like this. So I take it this is the new moon. So we have to purify our sins here? Nope. Acorns? Berries, I'll take it. Is this where we need to go? No, it's just a safe spot. Oh, firefly! Okay, well, I'll take that.
cruel, aren't you?
Huh?
Is your wish truly worth what you're sacrificing?
I don't think that's any of your business.
You've been branded already, have you?
What's with all these questions?
My, I'm just trying to tell you. I know I made plenty, and so did the rest of us.
Well, I have no intention of ending up like the lot of you.
We'll meet again then. Sooner rather than later. For goodness sake.
I don't think that's what the prophecy was referring to, though. Maybe I should go back to the main pedestal area. Check the map one more time again. I'm not here. I guess let's go check out what the full moon is about, I suppose. Oh wait, we can go above here. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Okay, yes, yeah. Crescent moons we want are above here. What the heck is going on with these vases? Oh, this is the full moon area. Let's go up here this time. That shouldn't be a mask, right? Yeah. Berries. Which those heal me, right? Yeah. Why is it the half moon? I feel like it should be the crescent moon that we saw. I'm not breaking that vase in the water. No siree. Okay, here's the crescent moon. So then, do I keep going this way? Oh, yeah, this is promising. Oh, okay. Take heed. Pour all that is your passion into his 6 vessels, lass. Pursue his blessing at the peak of luminescence, and you too shall drown in his allure. Okay, so that's what the vases were for earlier. So I can go back to those now. For that, if we just cut across straight this way, we should get to the other crescent we need. Berry's good. Oh, what? Oh, different. We just left the area. Where's this going to? No. What the fuck? Oh my god. I don't know why it didn't keep chasing me. Oh, we're just oh, it looped around. Okay. We're back to the other area, I see. Well, we're in the full moon, I guess I... Oh, nope, not anymore. No! God damn it, I got too close. Oh, nope, maybe I didn't. Okay, cool. Okay, I've lost my bearings. We need to go back here, I think. Yeah, let's go back to the... Okay. So full moon directly to the right here. That's how I found those vases earlier, I believe. Yeah, okay. So we need to fill... So we couldn't interact with these until I had talked to the other thing, I see.
Wait, is that all I had to do? I just had to interact with them? Really? Okay, well, let's go to the new moon now. Because I never found what I was supposed to do here. No. No. Not here. I'm not here. Because I found the firefly up here. But that's not what I needed to do, was it? Like, this pedestal here feels like it should be doing something, but I guess not. Like, this whole zone... Oh! So this is the reflection of the statue mentioned. What? Oh, because the oh, that's the only one with the reflection. Oh, okay, I missed that part of the riddle. No, fuck. God damn it. I thought you were gone. Nope. Oh my god. Please leave. Please leave. Thank you. Jeez. What the fuck? Wow. They're out in full force now. I'm gonna save in another file now. We made some decent progress in this area. I don't want to start that all over. Alright, so now we just have this top right one. One second, hold on. Yeah, so we want the waxing gibbous. Just up here. There should be another great statue somewhere here. Oh, it's right here. I'm blind. Okay. Take heed. Drowning in eternally rushing water, such is our fate. In limbo we remain, doomed to gaze up at the moon's eternal crescent. So we have to find one of the crescents now. Rushing waters, crescents. So it's probably that bottom left one, because the top right one is one of the great statues. Mooma. So rushing waters. There's a lot of masks here. I don't like it. My lantern is doing me no good here, I feel like. Matches doesn't do me too much good. Rushing waters? Good. That was tough, man. Stressful, too. Oh, now we have to go to that new moon pet. Okay, so I would have found that. I would have found that firefly regardless, most likely. That vision. It's that spirit's second half. I'll have to go find it, I suppose. Straight up here to the new moon. Way over here, I believe. Man, that'd be rough if you weren't paying attention to the moon phase. Then you would have no idea where it was. I beg of you, lass, keep me company. I wish to be reunited with my innocence. That means you're not innocent at all. I don't like that. Are you Oh, I have to be near you. I see. Okay. Ooh, move, 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 spirit, move, 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 move! Move, you! You can fly! I know you can go faster than that. I don't remember this pedestal being so far away because I was running everywhere before. Okay, there we go. We owe you our everlasting gratitude. May you receive his blessing. Stray not from your destined path. Serpent key. Suppose this is the key I'm missing. Stray not from my destined path, huh?
What is this?
A corridor? We're awaiting you beyond the Crimson Bridge. No choice but to go through here, I suppose. Well, it saves me the trouble of deciding which exit you go back through. What's all that ringing? Am I just gonna have to trigger one of these masks? Why is it wise? What is that? What is that ringing? What is that ringing? Damn it. So it's only the ones that have a reflection that will come alive, it looks like. Yeah, it's only the ones with the reflection that I have to worry about. Okay, so it doesn't matter if it's not line of sight, it's just pure distance. Oh, okay. That wasn't too bad. Rosemarine!
Wait!
Man, this is a long labyrinth tonight. Get longer and longer each time. Oh, well, there's the Crimson Bridge. The blood moon rises.
What
I'm
is this?
back here? I'm losing my wits in this maze. I just gotta go north. Oh, okay, cool. Took us past all the horrible nonsense also. Twin serpents, twin snakes, Metal Gear Solid. Oh, it's a cutscene. Duh. Oh. I can't move. I'm paralyzed. He speaks not but the truth. Fortune runs in your blood, lass. It's you again! You wretched serpent! I can feel its warmth. How deeply you ache for this wish of yours, lass. Can you feel it? This venom of mine reaching deep down your fingertips. I'm burning. What are you doing to me, you wretch? This fear residing in you is merely a pebble in your path. It is your coronation you're conceiving, one tribute at a time. And thus, you ought to keep faith in his. As it is he who's to honor your name, and you who's to reunite with him at the peak of the full moon. Reunite? I've never met him! Your most vile lust for sovereignty, your thirst for promiscuous blasphemy. That is a way of saying hot sex. Bakun, what are you saying?
Elise.
Pursue it, Elise. I ache to drink from your venom and bask in your glory. My glory? Your most vile thirst for extravagance. Your devotion to opulence. I ache to dine on your flesh and bathe in your radiance. Let me go, you! Embosom Elise, your fearless lust for all that shines gold.
Frozen Marine!
Allow me, Elise, to endow you with all that is my being and my purpose. I ache to adore your name, your beauty, as I yearn to taste of your venom.
Wait! Elise.
Savor it, Elise.
Elise.
Revel in it, Elise.
Elise.
Indulge, Elise. By this deliverance of chastity and by your heredity, as I bear witness. So be it. Ooh, right at the fingertip. Oh, the fingertips hurt. They're so sensitive. Okay. Well, that was a sequence. Needle Testament. My whole body is aching. Rosemarine, Lavucan, and Freya. They were all... It's this dream again, but when did I fall asleep? I mean, every night you go to the woods and every night you somehow, or every morning you somehow wake back up in your bed, so... Yeah, something tells me you should probably go to that castle, Elise. I think your dreams are trying to tell you something. It's a little pumpkin buddy again. Are you deaf? You ought to hurry now, or you'll miss it. Miss what? Hurry now, hurry now! I do enjoy this sequence, even if we do it. Even if this is the third time we've seen it, I do like this little ghostly pumpkin parade. Ghouls and goblins and ghosts. It really does remind me of where the wild things are. I wonder what the lyrics are saying in this song. Yeah, I couldn't make out any of those words. Friday! Tomorrow's the festival. I think. Man, I was hoping we'd have another, like, animated video about one of the girls again. Did the color drain? Why is it like a sepia tone now? The Testament. Yeah, the color is definitely more bleached out now. Oh, it's in my pocket. To think last night really happened. I'd best go find Rosemarine. Don't worry about it. Just brush it off. No biggie. I think we're still dreaming, girly pop. I think we're still dreaming, actually. Don't like that. What in the Lord's name? Yeah, I just don't think we're awake yet, actually.
Good morning, Elise.
Oh, I brought Flock? Oh, phew. And because of the rain, you see. He's well behaved anyhow, aren't you, Flock? Oh, it's raining outside?
I see.
Oh, is that why it's sepia? Because it's not sunlight? Oh, I see.
Yes.
Oh, you hadn't noticed? Alright, well, it doesn't matter.
I'm sorry,
The world is just ending. I believe it. You went out last
now
night.
that you mention
I
it.
did. I got the Second Testament, I suppose.
Oh, I'm so glad.
You can prepare the gift now. I was starting to fret because you've been avoiding talking about it. Oh, I'm so happy you can draw your own blood now. There isn't much to talk about, Rosemarine. Ever since we went there together, you've become a little... You said it yourself, didn't you? That I ought to do this myself. For my own sake, and...
Elise. You know,
Well, I didn't mean... You know.
Oh, that's...
You're right, Elise. It truly does only concern you. Going to the woodland with you on Tuesday wasn't... You agree, don't you, Flock?
For goodness sake.
He's a goat, Rosemarine. Anyhow, it's best we move along before it gets late. Okay. It's really pouring, isn't it? Oh, we'll be drenched in no time. It reminds me of when Granny and I would go on strolls in the rain. Why would you do such a thing? It's as Granny always used to say, Elise. We ought to embrace things as they are, in their purest state. I'm not sure that applies to the rain, Rosemarine. Why, it applies to everything in life, Elise. If you say so. It's not coming down that hard. See, Elise doesn't even need an umbrella. We didn't usually... We definitely did not hear that sound here before. Or we're just not going to comment on that? What if I use the testament here? It's getting louder. I'm going to go save really quickly and come back here. Because I have a feeling like if you hang around there long enough, something's gonna happen. This will be the end of the stream. Just haunting you. Yeah, the water wraiths are following me. So, do I hear that groan anywhere else? Nope. Yeah, I can't tell if it's coming from the well or if it's coming from like the woods behind the well. I'm assuming the well. Yeah, you can hear the groaning like way over here. What if I like... No, I can't light a torch right now. Yeah, what if I toss some bread down there? Maybe it really is just hungry. Doesn't seem like this would be what I would be using here. Homegirl, I really think we should maybe like comment on, maybe plug up the well. Just put a big old wooden lid over it. I think that might be prudent. No, at least it's seen some worse shit now. Some groaning from the well. Whatever. No biggie. Okay. On that note, it's just it's just about time to call it a night then. Yeah, we've been maintaining our one day a day progress. So the festival is on Saturday. Scared of the hungry well. I mean, yes. And then something's gonna happen on the festival. So I guess we're not gonna finish this on Wednesday, and we're gonna go into Friday as well. Yeah, we just won't start Super Mario RPG right away, which is fine. That's fine. Gotta see this through. So, what did we learn today? So we know now that the witch is not necessarily a person. It's more just like the embodiment of the forest. Elise was born from the forest because Hall made a wish to him. And for whatever reason, he used the forest to give birth to Elise. And the forest wants its daughter back. Because she is the daughter, but she's also technically the daughter of him, which would explain why she's like wrapped in his scent, so to speak, or in his lovingness, as the crone put it. But that also begs the question, because the crone at the start was very intent on she was very ecstatic that Elise was so basked in his glorious musk, so to speak. So was that the forest, or was that just some other emissary for him? Because every other time we've seen the witch, it's been very possessive of Elise. It said yeah, I'm not going to lose you again. I'm not going to give you up. Never going to give you up. Never going to let you down. Never going to bring you up to hurt you. Yeah, just rickrolled every time it's shown up. So is there a him and a witch ending potentially, maybe? Because every time we've gone in the Testaments, it's been in the woods also. I guess also because they also did mention how the woods are being tainted. They didn't used to be like that. Huh. It's just really interesting how there's two conflicting forces here at play, it seems like. I'm not exactly sure how they're conflicting yet. It's a metaphor for pollution. This is actually modern day, and this is an Amish society. That'd be the plot twist of the year, probably, I guess. Yep, but we'll see. Things are gonna come to head pretty soon, I think, for sure. Especially again, the festival's tomorrow, endgame tomorrow, so something's gotta happen then. Something's definitely gonna, if the festival happens at all. Again, I'm just kind of waiting until we walk into the village and they got the pitchforks and the torches at the ready. Just gonna happen at some point. Probably everyone's already even with zero suspicion, they're gonna be like, she's the witch, get her! Burn her alive! Anyways, it's time for me to head off now. Happy Monday, all. Hope you have a good rest of your week. If you're in the US, hope you have a good rest of your last full week before the long break next week. I don't know if Canadian Thanksgiving is next week also, Misa. But we'll be back on Wednesday for the Friday portion of this game. Until then, have a good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever is your pleasure. You had it last month. Okay, so yeah, next week is a normal week for you then. All right, take it easy. Ciao. La, la.